Alright, y'all. Y'all read the title. I don't know who want to hear this, but hear it anyway. Alright? I'm from Michigan, Saginaw, Michigan. I left my hometown in 2008. Today is such and such, March, almost April 2025. It's like the 20 something. I don't even know. Alright? It's like the 27th or 6th or something. I don't know. I don't do dates unless I got somewhere to be. Alright? Doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time. But one thing that's different down here, and they are not like us, is the traffic. Oh my gosh. I don't know what time it is, but I was leaving. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was leaving Clemson, in Anderson right now. I was leaving Clemson about 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. I don't know, depending on how you drive. I'll be chilling, cruising, whatever. It's not a big city, so there's not a whole bunch of traffic. Why? Why? If somebody's way down the street behind me, we on kind of like a freeway, kind of like, not really a freeway, but it's like, I think it's like 50 miles an hour, give or take. A road is like 55, 45 miles an hour. I'm driving about 48, right? Another car come. I see the lights way behind me. It speeds up. Here's me. Here's them. They come from nowhere and drive right there with you. They're right here. Either sometimes they be a little bit above in front of you. Sometimes they be a little bit behind you. Sometimes they be directly behind you with the lights just beaming in your car. It don't make sense to me, bro. Sis, whoever listening, whoever watching. It does not make sense. It's like they are so clingy. Like Southern hospitality is great, but it's too great. It's annoying. Like, come on, man. Like, why do you can't even, we can't talk to each other? You in the car with your windows rolled up, we going 50 miles an hour. I'm in the car with the windows rolled up, going 50 miles an hour. Why do you have to be as close as you possibly can to me? And then I be like, slow down a little bit, then slow down. You slow down, they'll slow down with you. Speed up, they'll speed up with you. Like, come on, man. Get away from me, bro. Why you next to me? Like, you trying to have... Yo, you so close to me like that's where you're supposed to be. Doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It drives me bat crazy. It burns my sack right off. It doesn't make sense to me, man. I don't get it. Somebody please explain to me, why do people do this? Where I'm from, and I hate to say it, but where I'm from, you have to have respect. You learn that from the moment you were born, you learn respect. Now, I wasn't doing no crazy stuff, but it was a whole bunch of people doing crazy stuff all around me, right? You learn respect. It's kind of like Dave Chappelle on that skit where he said, you stepped on my sneakers, man. Like, anything and everything. Half of the stuff that people be doing down here would not fly up there. You cannot do that. You could be walking. It's on foot, too. You could be walking. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. Somebody approach you and just have some conversation. Where I'm from, that means they trying to do something. Down here, stuff happen down here, too. That could mean they're trying to do something, or they might be generally trying to be your friend. I don't get that. If you, like Drake said before, no new friends. I'm not trying to find new friends. I'm not trying to, if we're not already friends, then we're not probably going to be friends. I'm not saying as an adult that adults should not look for friends. I'm not looking for friends. If friends happen, friends happen. But, I mean, as an adult with goals who had been in the hole, trying to get out of the hole, or trying to make sure you're not in the hole, we're not rich. None of us are rich. I might make videos and make money. Used to. I'm this close to doing it again. I have other money coming in. I just did like 60 hours a week the last 4 or 5 weeks at a good paying job. Like, I mean, I'm doing my thing. Legally, positively. I'm teaching people fitness. I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I'm really building my brand. When you got that, it's good to have some friends. It's good to have some connections. It's good to have this and that and the third. But as in just looking for friends just to be friends with, as a grown adult man who is about to be 42 in the summer, I don't got time for that. That's Southern hospitality, bro. And it's like this, though. And I got to say this. I'm the outsider, all right? I'm down here, and it's like, not everybody's like that, and that's cool. It's nice. It's good to have nice people around because people watch you and watch your house, and they'll make sure things don't happen. I got, some things try to happen around here before. And shout out to my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Even though we don't speak much, but people I know that live around here, they looked out for me and made sure that, nothing happened to my house, called the cops, did all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Made sure. Because that dude, they had him on camera, that dude would cover that dude in my house. That dude tried to come here, you know what I'm saying? But, in broad daylight, we was gone, they dude tried to break in our crib. And he was looking around, looking through the windows, digging in the trash. Something, he went around the whole house. Like, I wasn't here. But that's another story. I might tell that in another video. But it's like, it could be good and it could be bad. So I'm not dissing. Because I benefited from Southern hospitality. So no disrespect. People from South Carolina do not jump up. I live in South Carolina. I like it. It's boring down here compared to where I'm from. I don't hear certain things all night, every night. Things happen. I done heard and been around some things. You ain't been around this part and that part. Dog, it's my whole city where I'm from. Ain't no bad. It's crazy, right? But my point is, I'm chilling. Or if I go to the gym, or anything I do, I go to Walmart. People be walking. I be in the aisle looking at some beans. They'll walk past that aisle. They see me. You come back over there. They're standing there by the beans. Or right in your way. You right there. The beans are where y'all at. I'm right here. They'll get right here. Like, come on, man. And if you won't talk to them, they're going to stare at you the whole time. It's crazy. The gym is horrible. I didn't even get no footage. I got a decent workout, but I didn't even get no footage because people. Every time you do something, you move, you just chilling. They might not bother you. A lot of people say, oh, nobody bother me because if you don't do nothing, they're not bother you. Or if you're joining in into the festivities they got, it's not going to bother you. If you try to mind your business and put on some headphones, oh my God, put on some headphones, they're going to, oh my gosh, conversations from people who never even talk to you, all right? Get on the phone and talk. You can have the phones in your ear, not a Bluetooth or anything that people can't see, and they might mistake that you might be talking to them. No, the phone could be in your ear, and they talking. So, and they ask you about your conversation with your girl or whoever. So what's she saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I be saying stuff. I can't remember. I can't say everything I be saying. Hey, I'm trying to keep this PG. Maybe a little PG-13. But I'm trying to keep it PG, all right? Because at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, it's a never-ending cycle. Goes on and on and on and on. And people be thinking that I'm tripping, and then people tell me I'm tripping so much that I think I'm tripping. So sometimes I'll let it happen. I let things happen. Just to see if I'm tripping or not. Just to prove to myself. I was at McDonald's. I was telling my girl about this McDonald's. I ain't gonna say which one. It wasn't McDonald's. It was a restaurant. It was another joint. Right? So it was this lady. And she's spitting all out her mouth and all that. And she couldn't help it. She had some kind of thing or whatever. But my bag right here. She looked in my bag and was like, you had her face was literally in my bag. You got large fries, a burger, and let me make sure you got all your stuff. And I'm like, most people that cussed her out and said whatever. No, I'm just sitting there, I'm looking. I'm making sure this actually be happening. So I won't, for my own sanity, so I won't think I'm tripping. But I'm already knowing that I'm going to throw this food away. I paid for it. I had extra money. I'm cool. whatever. But the couple dollars that I spent on that is worth me proving and keeping myself sane. That's just like if I go to a gas station, any gas station. I'm just venting, all right? I'm just venting. If anybody hear this and they get mad, maybe you can learn from it. If you're like this, hey, sometimes people feel ways about this, right? Be at any gas station, right? Any gas station, pick one. Over there. Name a gas station in South Carolina, right? I get an energy drink, bam. No matter what brand, what flavor. The person at the thing cashing me out, cashier or whatever, is going to hold on. Oh, this is that whatchamacallit flavor. So they be touching it all where your mouth going and they be rubbing around it. Yeah, man, I had this at one time and then I let dude do it. I let him do it for a long. He was talking like, what is that? Oh, that's body wash. Still, smell good. But yeah, dude was like talking for like 5 whole minutes, right? Talking for like 5 whole minutes, tapping and rubbing his hand all over my drink. And I was mad that day. But I still had to do the same thing I proved to myself, right? When he got done saying what he had to say and it was my turn to talk, I was like, bro, could you go get me another drink and not touch the top? Oh, man, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could just, no, give me another drink and not touch the top. I want to go tell his manager. I'm not a teller, not a tattle teller, nothing like that. We're going to handle it between us. Nicely, legally, it ain't going to escalate no farther than that, especially if you don't want it to, because I don't want it to. But out of respect, I'm going to, respect for myself, I'm going to say something. Because I want to, when I come home, I always tell people, I want to see the same man when I come home as when I left. In the mirror. Me. When I leave the house, get ready, take care of everything, wash my face, do all this stuff, get ready, and I see myself in the mirror. When I come home, do what I got to do before bed, brush my hair, got 360 waves. I need to show y'all, but I ain't ready right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already seen my wave videos. If you would have been around for a long time. If you didn't, Appetite Fitness waves, you'll see my waves. Alright? I got videos of it. Alright? So when I'm popping, that's how my waves be looking, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't be having time to really work on it as much as I used to. I used to, do all the stuff like the waivers on YouTube and all that. I used to follow their stuff, listen to what they had to say, and implement. I know all the things to do. I got waves. They're just not elite waiver, right? So they're there. They're all the way around too. So they're above average. I always tell people that it's easy to be above average because most people don't actually do nothing. That's why a lot of people think that I'm so strong. I'm like, I am. Because I go in there and I work out and I do my thing. I do what I set out to do. Right? So when I come home, I want to see the same person. Meaning, I'm a nice, respectable guy. I respect other people. Respect is earned. Respect goes both ways. But disrespect does too. So, but I don't feel like it's disrespectful for me sticking up for myself when you disrespect me. So, respect goes both ways, right? But I don't want to feel like I played nobody. I don't want to feel like I let nobody play me. I don't feel like I should have stood up for myself at no point, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Now you pick and choose your battles. Now you shouldn't argue with everybody. Sometimes somebody might be right. Sometimes their criticism might be right. I got a million people telling me stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Step my game up when it comes to this. Step my game up when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to fitness, I don't take advice from nobody. Nah, I'm past that. I did. You're a beginner and if you're not at a level, not too more harm, but if you're not anywhere near my level, which is pretty much everybody in the world, you know what I'm saying? You need to take advice from me. But that's what I'm saying. All right, fitness advice. But other than that, I be taking all kind of advice from people. I mean, I'm a fitness expert. A lot of people would think that. A lot of people would think that because I know a lot about fitness, that I know a lot about everything. Somebody asked me something about trees and cutting trees or something. I was like, I don't know about that. We just started, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, people be asking me about stuff. I ain't never said I knew about that. You're really smart about this. Dog, because I learned fitness and I studied it and I practiced it and I seen what worked, I seen what didn't work, and that's what I be telling y'all. Well, that's what worked for you and this is work for me. I hate when people say that because look. People say that. Some things people be saying be true, but other things are excuses. People use them as a crutch. And if you go in the gym without learning how to actually lift, you'll probably be on a couple of these or something else. My gym that I just came from, strategically. Now, almost every gym, you look at almost every gym that's popular, they have fast food joints right next to them. Why? Because they know that people are going to burn X amount of calories on the treadmill or whatever, running their mouth, They're gonna think because they left the gym that they can eat more calories and I burnt these calories already. I'm good, so I go to eat this burger, and they eat way more calories than they burn, and then they ain't gonna never get nowhere. All right, I'm just spitting the truth, right? But also next to my gym that I just came from, there's a physical therapy place right next to it, right next door. That's strategically put. Why? Because they know that people gonna be in there hurting themselves. So we put our place right next to them. We go get business. Fast food go get business. The physical therapy place go get business. You know, there's I think it's a Burger King right there and a Bojangles. And the other gym I go to, they just built a Popeyes not too long ago, a couple years ago. Burger King is still fairly new in that area at the gym I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is, they know, people know, businesses know. They know how to market, they know how to make money. This is supposed to be people on the road or whatever, but still, like, it's everything ties together. When you don't look at things, or you don't step back and look at the big picture, it's easy to get you. It's easy to get your business too. You know why? Because they're looking at people as ducks. They're looking at people as robots, sheeps, things like that. It's easy to just blow smoke up your butt and then just get you to do whatever they want you to do, a puppet. You know, when you don't think for yourself. It's easy to become a puppet without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, once it gets obvious, you see it, you can't unsee it, but that's what I'm trying to point things out. Why do you think that most of the snacks come out when they know people are dieting? New Year, springtime, summer, this comes up, people are dieting. Watch when you get on, everybody's seasonal. Everybody gets on their diet at the same time, they get off their diet at the same time. Didn't get nowhere because they follow each other, they're comfortable with saying things, they're comfortable with giving each other advice, blind leading the blind. If you are a beginner and they are a beginner, y'all don't need to be teaching each other. Y'all can learn together, y'all can bounce ideas off each other, y'all can listen to somebody then and recite it together and try to figure it out together. But y'all don't need to be teaching each other. You a beginner just like them. Whoever's the dominant one is gonna be the one leading, and you're gonna be leading yourself into the wrong. It ain't gonna work, right? So it never does. I mean, 90% of diets fail. I see it all the time. You see it all the time. It's just the fact that nobody ever sees it until somebody points it out to you, and that's what I'm doing right now. Point it out to you. You cannot succeed at something until you know what you're doing wrong. That's just like when I tell people when they need to diet, they ask me about what to do first, and they don't want to listen to me because I tell them the most easiest, simple thing. I just tell them, hey, find out what you're already eating. Before you even adjust your calories at all, find out how many calories roughly you've been eating already. And people are like, that don't make sense because I eat different stuff every day. I get your point. People don't listen to me when I get to the rest of it. They say that and they think they won. like it's a debate, like we're beefing with each other. If you ask me for advice and I say something that you don't understand, you just stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're setting yourself up for failure. And how do I know? I call it the stage. I was there. You say to everything. That's the stage. In the beginning, a lot of people never get past that. That's why people are beginning. They always give up. Then they have to begin again, which is the hardest part. So you're doing the hardest part over and over. It looks easy to me because I've been past the hardest part and I've kept going. It's clockwork, right? So I tell people, we are creatures of habit, right? Think about when you go to work, where you sit at in a meeting, or when you park in places that you go on a daily basis. You park close to the same spot almost every time. Every once in a while, you might mix it up, or somebody got the spot or whatever. But most of us parking close to the same spot without even noticing it. Same thing with food. Even though we might be eating different things, different portion size, this, that, and third, a lot of the times, if we're eating totally dirty food or totally clean food or half and half, you pay attention to what you've been eating. Look at the serving sizes, pay attention roughly. You're not probably going to be on the ballpark because you can probably not count calories, but you can get somewhere in the ballpark, right? You're not going to be accurate, all right? You got to be totally accurate, but you can get somewhere in the ballpark. Find out how many calories you've been roughly eating and tell me that I'm wrong. That on the average, you've been probably eating close, within a couple hundred calories, close to what you've been eating every day. Didn't even know it. And even if I'm wrong, start tracking. Before you even start cutting your calories, start tracking and making mindful choices. Like, for instance, if you make a sandwich, mayonnaise has way more calories than mustard. Maybe you want to eat mustard on that sandwich instead of mayonnaise. Just small little tweaks like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of cutting things out, just replace them here and there. And give it about 3 months. I guarantee you'll lose a couple pounds just doing that. Then once you get to learning how to count calories and learning how many calories you personally need, I got videos about calories. Type in Repetime Fitness calories. You'll see my maintenance calories videos. You'll see my how many calories the average person eats and don't know it videos. You'll see how I do my calories, how I come up with this and how I come up with that. I got videos about that all the time. People always ask me, Repetime, why you don't never making no videos about this and that and the third? Let me tell you why. I already made it. I already made the video. I've been on YouTube for 5 years. Doing fitness, mostly. I've been doing other stuff. But mostly fitness. My name is Repetime Fitness. I've been doing mostly fitness. Sometimes fitness get annoying because I be feeling like nobody's listening. Even though I got the best stuff and I be showing y'all all. When I turn 40, I'll be 42 in August. And my physique was the best natural physique on YouTube on my 40th birthday physique update. I said natural. Somebody gonna say such and such and such. They ain't natural. I had the best natural physique. This is 2 years later. I actually have a better physique right now. No, not right now because I'm bulking. When I cut down, bulking cut, when I shred down to get back to single digit body percentage, I'm going to be better than I was 2 years ago. Why? Because I've been still working. I'm not seasonal. I keep going. You know what I'm saying? I gain weight when I want to. I lose weight when I want to. I'm not just a weight loss guy for the people who just want to lose weight. I'm a muscular man, so sometimes I gain weight to benefit more muscle, more strength. All right, we might not have the same exact goals. All right, I'm not gonna change up my goals to help anybody who has a different goal than me. But at the same time, I tell people all the time, if you just want to lose weight, just do my weight loss stuff. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? That's like my video I made yesterday. I kind of messed it up. I'm gonna redo that video. I made a video titled "You Can Out-Train." No, I said something else. What was the title? But basically, it was about you cannot out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training. In a nutshell, without going too much into it, because I already did, but I'm going to make another video about it because I could have done better. But you can watch that video and get what I'm saying. Okay, you can have the best workout in the world. You can burn X amount of calories. You can do all kind of stuff. You can do the best workout ever. But if the calories that you're burning on those days and your days off, if the calories that you're burning on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis is less than the calories that you're putting in, so you're eating more calories than you're burning, you're not going to lose weight. So you're trying to out-train a bad diet. You got too many calories, your diet is bad for your goals, all right? Your diet is bad for your goals. Now, different diets might be good for this. It's all about your goal. If your end goal is to lose weight and your diet is not allowing you to, your diet is bad. Even if you're eating healthy stuff. You need to find out how to lower your calories, right? So flip it around. Let's say your workout is bad or even non-existent. But every day you burn calories just being alive. You burn some calories. Not as much as you would if you was working out. But you're still burning some calories. You're alive. That's our bodies run off of the substance, the calories, the proteins, fats, and carbs that we put in our body. All right? So your body's going to burn some of that off. The rest of it is going to get, whatever isn't used is going to get stored. But if you're not doing any workouts, right? Let's say your body, everybody's different, right? And I hate when I don't like saying that because people use it as a crutch. We're all different on metabolism and this. People just spewing out stuff because they don't want to hear the knowledge. They want to shut the person giving the knowledge up that's helping them if they listen, right? So, so if you're doing no workout or bad workout, not burning as much calories, but let's say you're burning, just being alive, you're burning 1,800 calories. Or let's say you're burning 2,000 calories, right? But you're eating 1,800 calories. But you're burning 2,000 calories, just whatever you're doing or chilling. You're just burning 1,800 calories. No, you're burning 2,000, right? But you're eating 1,800, which means you're in a 200 calorie deficit. So slowly but surely, you will still lose weight, even though you're not working out. See, people go to the gym all the time and they work out crazy and I could cut this video in half and make it in two. But they go crazy, right? Burning calories, running, even instructors. Aerobic instructors, cardios, all them, they even a lot of them got guts. Because even though they know a lot about what they're doing, they can't control their eating. A lot of people don't know how to control their eating. A lot of people don't know how to be satisfied on a diet. People, you gotta eat though. You ain't gotta eat in the surplus though. You gotta eat, you gotta eat to live. But I digress. This is advice for myself really, so talk to your doctor before you do anything and don't get offended. This is just advice, right? For myself. You don't gotta do none of the stuff that I'm talking about, right? Just letting you know. But yeah, hold on, wait. That's all I gotta say, man. Respect people, man. Respect people elbow room. I mean, we could be in a big old room. People gotta come right here. You can't move your arm because they only get like this. You're trying to bench press. You need room. You need to open up when you're lifting. You know what I'm saying? Even between sets, I need to walk around and get like this. A lot of people are like, why you gotta be like that? Because you're about to lift some weights that you gotta use all your might to lift. I'm not doing no little punk stuff. I'm not lifting this. I don't know how much this weighs. Try not to hurt myself. I'll be using that, trying to demonstrate for y'all. But I'm lifting something that I gotta. I have to do that. So I can't be chilling and go, But I seen somebody that was chilling and they bench press 400. Well, then that means 400 might not be heavy to them. They might be roided up and they might just be strong as fuck. I ain't never bench press 400. I've been close. I've been mid to late threes and I'm working on my way back. But, okay, deadlift 400 ain't even half of a warm-up for me. I can deadlift almost 600. That's two different lifts. See, people who don't even lift, you're not going to understand that every lift, I'm not going to lift the same amount of weight on every lift. So you can curl like 600? You're gonna get hurt if you don't learn how to just start at a very low weight, learn how to do proper form. Then, once your form is decent, then worry about trying to get a little bit stronger. Don't go from here to here. Go from here, here to here to here to here to over time, not in a day. Stop all that in a day stuff. And I lose weight the healthy way. I don't do medications and injections and stuff for my weight loss. I ain't gonna name the name of the weight loss stuff. But people think that's so magical. It's not. Because you still gotta be in a caloric deficit. It just makes it easier to get on a caloric deficit. But it has side effects. Any shortcut is gonna have side effects. That's like the equivalent of me walking down the stairs or jumping down a whole flight of stairs. Side effect is I'm gonna be on knees. I don't take shortcuts. And plus, if you take that medicine, you lose the weight, you get off the medicine, but you didn't train yourself on how to eat. That's what you probably gonna end up doing. Eating the way you used to eat before your appetite comes back, and it's probably gonna come back with a vengeance. You might have lost 135 pounds and gained 200 pounds afterwards. I'll just get back on the medicine. People are going blind. People are losing muscle mass. They're losing their bone density. They're going. I don't even want to name all the side effects. See, people will see something work for somebody else. Yeah, that worked for them. I'm gonna just hop on it. I don't need to do no studying, no studying, reading for what? You gonna put a foreign stuff in your people put foreign stuff in their body and don't even do no research. Or doctors said. Doctors did, they making money. Money. Big money. What kind of car they drive? When you go to a big hospital, look at the parking spots they get. Look at the parking spots you get. You gotta wait. We're not even people to them. And it don't matter who you are, what race, what age, gender, it doesn't matter. Money, they see dollar signs. Don't fall for the okie doke. And that's just advice, Talk to your doctor. I just said talk to your doctor. And I just said, hey, man. Hey, do what you want to do. Ain't none of my business. But I do want you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch the 2 videos right here. Peace. They not like me.